the OBS.
What are you talking about?
Did you fix it?
I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
You're being sassy. Yeah, he fixed it. That's why he's being sassy.
What the hell are you talking about?
Alright, guys, pay attention, guys.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here. What's up, everybody?
God, everybody's saying on.
We're live. Yay.
Morning.
Morning. It's 8:30 a.m. It's super early, but we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. Now that whole issue with Steve and the pictures getting to me.
Oh, it's fixed.
It's fixed.
There was an issue with my picture.
Well, I was like, change it. He's like, what the hell are you guys talking about?
Okay.
Anyways, so Dungeons and Dragons, Odyssey of the Dragonlords, Session 9. Wonder what we're gonna get into today. So let's do some quick introductions. We'll have Arcadia do a recap because she does it a lot better than I can, and then we will get going. First and foremost, Nico, tell us a little bit about him.
Nicodemus is a short, squat dwarf who used to be a dockmaster in Mitros. He has medium-length red hair, and his face is tanned and wrinkled from the sun. After mysteriously losing his family, he went into seclusion in the Old Wood, and there he was took under the wing of the druids of the Old Wood, and they took pity upon him and trained them in their ways. There he gained strength in the old ways of power, wild shape, and
This is the way.
they helped him forge a beautiful scale mail armor made of petrified wood. It's a beautiful purple hue, and he carries a shield, and a wooden shield and a scimitar, which he rarely uses. He mostly uses his magic. That's pretty much Nico right now. He's getting more. His character's evolving more as the story goes, and I'll be revealing more as we go every week.
Hell yeah. All right, Corbin, the gnome.
Corbinosity, who is one of the ancient Dragonlords. He's been reincarnated in the body of a gnome that was shipwrecked near the island. He's a fighter barbarian who uses his bare hands because weapons are beneath him, and occasionally he'll use a pointy stick to throw at things if they're too cowardly to come close to him.
No.
Very frustrated about not being his normal large-sized self because he can't wrestle yet, but he's looking forward to that someday. Let's see, the Oracle was his lover and sent him back in this gnome body because she's afraid that he'll see other women if he was his handsome self. And he's currently passing himself off as a disciple of the ancient Corbin because he wants Corbin to be remembered as a great hero.
Which I don't think so far too many people have realized that.
A few.
A few. Demetrius, the horse.
Demetrius is a centaur paladin who has a history as a gladiator. He won his freedom in the arena, and he spent his days roaming and becoming a drunk. But now he's a recovering alcoholic with withdrawal symptoms. He's about 2.5 meters tall, or 8.5 foot. He weighs about 1,000 kilograms or 2,000 pounds, following a path of the stallion, the god of war who supposedly birthed the centaur race. He sets out to kill the dragon that burned his tribe to a crisp.
Nice. Arcadia.
Arcadia is a ranger rogue. She's also an Amazon, which is one of the native races of the world of Thylea. She is 19, about 5'10", 145 pounds, wiry. She prefers to fight at a distance and also for the most part, keep distance from other people. She doesn't have a lot of experience with men, having been raised on the island of Themis, which is remote. And that's about it for today.
And she loves ghosts. Cosmos. Shamas. Shammy.
Mo S is a noble-born human wizard that has fair skin and a goth aesthetic. He feels bad for Arcadia because if this is the only exposure she's ever had to men, boy, is she getting a bad sample size. And he
Bad.
yes, very. Okay, and
Oh,
so
God,
that's
that was good.
Hamo S.
Yep, that's now a thing.
All men are goats.
Oh, God. And last but not least, Steve and Billy.
Steve is a fighter sorcerer. He's looking for a way to break a curse that is driving him insane. And he is joined with his companion Billy, who he often looks for all kind of guidance in. Yep, that's pretty much it.
All right. What happened last time, Arcadia?
Okay, well, last time we traveled an hour or two out of the Mossy Temple, and we are traveling with 8 children. Corinna is the leader. She's also the daughter of the vineyard owner Theracles, and a squirrel who is probably a gnome, and the squirrel is on Arcadia's backpack. We start off with a little bit of inter-party conflict, and I feel like to explain that a little bit, it would be good to do a little bit of the history of Thylia. And like the Gregorian calendar, Thylia's history is divided into 2 eras, like BC and AD. In this one, it's called DA, which is the Dawn Age, and the CE, which is the current era. And the dividing point between the 2 is the Oath of Peace. So basically, in the Dawn Age, it was about 2000 Dawn Age. It was the height of the Gygan Empire, which are the 6-armed Cyclopses. And there weren't any mortals, and mortals mean pretty much humans and elves and dwarves. And so the Gygons were there, and the Amazons were their pretty much sworn enemies. This is 2,000 years back. The mortals arrived around 800 DA, and some of the Fae creatures offered them hospitality, like nymphs and satyrs, but the centaurs didn't, as well as the Cyclops. The Cyclops also were known for eating them whole. And during this era, the Titans that you've heard about, Sidon and Lutheria, they were the leaders, basically, of that, the gods of the land. And these mortals would hold festivals to keep them happy. And so in exchange for the Titans offered them oaths of protection, and they protected them from the centaurs and the Cyclops. Then at 24 DA, the Dragonlords arrived, and it was a flight of bronze dragons, and they were ridden by people from Faerun, actually. And within 6 years, they helped the settlers, these mortals, start creating kingdoms and settlements. And if the centaurs and the Cyclops attacked them, the Dragonlords would defend. This is important because of this argument that's going to happen. 14 DA, we have the First War, and that's basically Sidon and Lutheria. They amassed great armies to destroy the city of Mitros. And then the Dragonlords responded and fought. And then this is kind of, as most history is, kind of vague what actually happened. But at 12 DA, Sidon killed the last dragon. And then 2 years later, the 5 gods appear, and that's the ones you've heard of. We've met Vulcan, the god of the forge, Pythor, the god of battle, Kyra, the goddess of music, and there's a couple of others that we haven't met yet. Valis, the goddess of wisdom, and I forget the last one. But anyway, they appeared. Pythor took command of the centurions of Mitros, and basically he defended and killed the king of the Cyclops. So at one DA, the goddess of Mitros, she's the goddess of dawn. That's the one I'd forgotten. She sacrifices herself basically to protect the world, and then that's when the Oath of Peace happens. The Dragonlords go off in a ship, captained by Estar Archelander, which we've heard. We've seen him on the Bronze Shield. He was a Dragonlord, and basically the ship came back with an Oath of Peace that said Sidon and Lutheria would not attack the mortals for 500 years. And so we are now 500, and that's the beginning of the CE, the current era. So we are now 500 years, and that Oath of Peace is expiring. And that's what happened. So what that explains what Corbin and Demetrius get into a big fight about, as in war, two very differing sides about the Dragonlords being heroes or conquerors, the centaurs defending themselves or being savages. So that's the beginning of that. And basically, we find as we're walking, we're being followed by a satyr named Lorius, and he is the one who helped us earlier. And he explains that Demetria plans to go to the heart of the woods, which is the oldest tree in the forest, and destroy it, along with the heart dryad Prosimena, and take control. And her plan is to destroy Estoria. Basically, what she's doing is she's turning humans into maenads and more goatlings, and is planning on taking all that over. Then we hear someone cry out. It turns out there's an ambush. We end up fighting a very long time. From what the people are saying, you get the impression that Camos and Demetrius might be hunted. They're insinuating that Demetrius has killed his own brother, and we're not exactly sure, but something about Camos is also, we were told not to trust him. And that basically takes us to the end of our session. We see, for the first time, that Nico can sprout some nasty looking claws, and also he can turn himself into animals, and he turned himself into a direwolf. And that's it.
Yeah, wolf, bird, not person.
Oh, one
Wolfie.
more thing. There's also Kyra, the god of doing nothing and watching my character die.
Yes, that's true. Every time somebody starts to die, she pulls out a little black book and looks very disappointed when they get revived. And we are at the end of the early afternoon on day 8.
Yes. Yes.
Fun
she did.
fact, no matter how well you roll on your pickpocket roll, you cannot take that book from her.
Or that it weighs more than 10 pounds.
Okay.
Might be
does.
heavy.
Because the mage hand only does up to 10 pounds.
All right.
Filled with a lot of ink.
Yes, it is. Oh, actually, I gotta do something. Damn it. I had something set up, and then I just freaking lost it. Alright, so you guys, right after this battle, the kids, they're kind of seeing all this happen, and Corina, she's like, I thought you guys were supposed to be some kind of like badass warriors.
No, that's Billy. And I make the possum. I'm just a hired help and fall down.
And
I got you.
Demetrius will
I'm trying to find
point
the
at
monkey.
the dead that they just killed and look at Corina and say, do you have any complaints? Do you think you could have killed these yourself?
Well, no, but I'm just a child.
Then if we won this battle and we saved you and cleared out that entire temple, what makes you think we're not good warriors?
Well, because you keep going down a lot.
And I'm alive now. That's all that matters in battle. Who stands at the end?
Okay. She's just kind of like, yeah.
So this kid finds nothing intimidating about the centaur.
No, you get that appearance, or that she does not.
And
Do you want a tooth? And
even
like
though
water-
he saved her and killed all these guys, she's like, "Oh, you guys are shit."
She must be a teenager.
She is. Welcome to teenagers. Steve rips out his tooth.
Oh,
There you go.
yeah, but that's centaurs. Anybody need a tooth? Left hand. I'm
Can't
taking
you
the
use
right.
that for your things that you?
Yes. Yes, I'm gonna take a few. But do you need any?
No.
Okay. What about the left hand?
Arcadia walks away.
Oh Jesus. Okay. So Kyra, she looks over at Kamos, and she's like, one day.
Yeah, just don't act so happy about it, okay?
Okay. But you know you are doomed to die, right?
Yeah. Why do you sound so happy about it?
I don't. It's just your fate.
Well, we're all doomed to die one day.
This is
Yeah,
true.
but
Corbin's
I'm
not
extra
so sure.
special, where gods feel the need to regularly point it out to me.
Even the gods may die one day.
What's that noise?
So what noise? So we get back on the path, and you're starting to head back to Astoria, and you get towards that path down to the necropolis, and you guys once again get a very bad sense of dread and dreariness coming from that path.
Corbin's very tempted to go down that path.
Kamos, you
Points out that he feels more doomed than usual at the moment. I'm sorry, go on.
So you actually will hear this. You will hear that as you guys are walking past that path.
Okay. I hold up Ophelia, the book. Was it her voice? Is it you that just spoke to me?
Uh-huh. And
Wait,
yeah,
did you guys hear that?
I'll say I didn't hear anything, and then Amitrius walks over to a bush,
What's
and
the
he leans
screaming of
over
a
and peeks
thousand
into the bush.
I caught none of what either of you said. Demetrius, you walked over to a bush and what, peed?
Puked in it.
Ah, fair enough.
But I was asking if you were talking about the screams.
No, it's the woman or a girl that's trapped in this book. She says that she needs to go to the necropolis, or in
Yeah,
that
well-
direction.
There are some things up there that I'm keen to see.
Yeah, it's on my to-do list, but when it comes down to it, I really think we should get back to Estoria.
Yeah, we're really trying to get this horn back.
Tell your girl to have some patience. It's gonna be a while.
The fates seem to be throwing everything possible in our way. Abnormally large centaurs.
It's like we're getting all the quest invites at the same time.
Or if almost as if someone or something doesn't want you to get back there with the horde.
Well, I'm all about pushing against fate, so let's get back to Astoria.
All right, so we continue down a little bit farther. It's starting to get a little dark. You know that if you continue pushing your way towards the city, you'll get there probably in the middle of the evening, like 2, 3, 4 a.m. Or if you stop and take a rest, you'll get there like early, like 10.
I'd rather rest and get there in the morning.
Okay.
Same. Yeah.
I want to push on. That's my vote.
I can be convinced. What's up with that? Why do you want to get there in the middle of the night?
Why not?
But we won't be able, unless we're gonna rest first thing in
Do
the
we
morning.
do?
won't be
Are
a
we
long
in
rest.
like? Do we need a rest?
Nope, I say we go.
I mean, I used a lot of my rages, but
Yeah, it's just really a question of like, yeah, we've burnt through all of.
I would think we don't
our
have any more
powers.
spells and powers.
I still have some.
That's
Eh.
because you're dead most of the fight.
So where do you-
Anyway, it's a dangerous path, and I'd feel safer if we had a chance to recharge.
All right. Nicodemus, what's your vote?
I could go either way. I'm fighting on.
All right. Berwin.
Can't
I
trip
mean,
so long.
Arcadia.
Oh, we didn't do that one.
It doesn't matter to me.
Well, we need one more vote.
Yeah, we're
2
split
for,
at the
2
moment.
against.
Steve?
Well, Steve
I
and
believe we should keep going. We have to get these children back in. These
very
woods
well.
are very dangerous.
Fine.
Who's
you
to
keep
say
going, then
Being here at night, we're not just going
Oh
to
my
get
God.
jumped. If
But
we
Corbin's
keep going, we might
gets
get.
grumpy if he doesn't get his beauty sleep.
There will be plenty of ale and hookers in Estoria.
Estoria.
there could be other people who jump us on the road if we don't have a chance to recharge and rest.
Well, then that is the god's will.
And mine.
I doubt the gods' will has anything to do with anything. Let's go.
Still 2-2.
No,
And we've got
Corbin
two
just said
undecided.
that. Let's go then.
Yes,
Oh.
let's. I
Steve
also
said,
vote to go.
Steve said he wanted to go, so I said let's go.
Oh, okay. Then fine. Let's get going.
All right. Continue it on. All right, so we get about here, and the kids they start like kind of sniffing, and they're like, "Oh my god, Mr. Centaur, can you aim that the other way next time, please?"
I will say, shut the fuck up, kid.
Oh my god, it smells like peanut butter and
I will-
chocolate.
I will lift my tail and I will take a shit in front of the kid.
Okay.
Right on the road. And I
Okay.
will laugh to myself. Amitrus finds this funny.
Okay.
So, like I was saying, the key to digging out the brains is the hook. What you need is just a small little hook at the end of the stick, and you slide it right up their nose. You just spin it around and scramble everything and suck it right out, like a straw. Do you get that, Sarah?
And one of the kids is actually sitting there watching and listening intently to you.
Now watch. This hand, watch what you could do with all the fun little bones on the finger. And I just start, like, cutting. We're going.
All right. Can we get going?
Can I take his knuckles and, like, sand them down and, like, make a thing of dice out of them?
When you rest, sure.
All right.
Right now you're just walking.
Alright, cool. I'll get it ready while we walk. You know, it's important to have things to pass the time.
Corbin
Yeah.
will walk alongside Steve. Like, you are not a normal dude, are you?
Just stare at the little man intensively.
What is
lean
your
over.
story, Steve Ocious?
I lean over to, like, one of the kids. I'm like, just so no. You see this, right? This person.
Wait, did I
Uh-huh.
miss that Clyde hit Amitrus with poop?
You did not.
Okay.
Oh.
Someday. Someday soon.
Someone just said.
Brain scrambling.
Foreshadowing.
So, Arcadia, Corina, as you guys are walking, she's like, she'll kind of look at you in awe, and she'll ask you if all the women from where you come from are just as ferocious as you are.
And I tell her, yes, we're trained to be this way from an early age. So tell me, what does it mean coming of age for you?
Well, because my father's kind of like noble, and she'll kind of do like an air quote, and he's a winemaker. So for me, they kind of want me to get married soon, and my father insists that I get wed, and I'm just not ready. And I don't even know who he is.
They're making you bond with someone you don't even know?
Yeah, because he's from Mitros, and I guess it's going to be good for the family. But I'm not ready. But if that's what they want, that's what they want.
You can't say no?
Well, I can, but it wouldn't be good for the family.
What's good for you?
Well, I want to travel the land, and I want to go explore and become a mighty warrior like you.
Have you ever trained with weapons?
I have this little dagger.
Let me see it.
She'll pull it out, and it's just like really dull, that dagger.
And Arcadia pulls out the dagger that she took from the bandit captain. And she says, here, I think this might do better for you. And gives it to her.
And she, like, lights up brightly, and thank you so much. And she's just, like, in awe, like, holding it up in awe of it, like, inspecting it, like it's the most powerful weapon in the world. Thank you so much. How is what I know that I'm probably a little too old, but is there a way that I could possibly train with your people?
My people are very far away, and it's quite a long journey.
Well, what if I, like, because I want to explore, what if I make get down there? Like, could you tell me how to get there? Or show me?
I'm afraid that would be impossible. But in the meantime, I can show you a few things.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so awesome. But please don't let my father know, because he thinks women are not to be warriors.
Very well.
Perfect. Thank you. And she won't hug you, but you get the sense that she, like, kind of wants to.
Yeah, and I don't let her.
Fair enough. Now we go, and we're about here now. Corbin, the smallest kid, the youngest, he comes up to you, and he's almost as tall as you are already, but you get the sense he's like 5 or 6 maybe. And he looks at you and says, "What happened? Why are you so small?"
Racist.
I am a gnome. This is as tall as they get.
Where did you come from?
I I came from across the sea. I was on a boat apparently.
But why?
I think I look at a little book that I'm carrying. It's labeled Odysseys Travel Guide, and it says, well, I have been traveling to many far lands and checking out the establishments, the inns, the roads, the services, and I write them down in this book, and I help travelers.
But why?
For the money and the fame.
But why?
I don't think you understand that word. Keep speaking.
But why?
And Corbin will sigh and say, I should have let Demetrius hit him.
Are we there yet?
And I say, what will you be when you grow up?
I'm gonna be a mighty powerful warrior.
But why?
Because I can.
But why?
Because I'm taller than you.
Ah. Will you
Ha
use a
ha.
weapon, or will you just use your bare hands?
I will use whatever is given to me.
Oh.
Haha. And he will run off.
I will look over to Demetrius and say, yep, should have let you hit him.
That's what you get if you don't beat kids. They become stupid.
Wow.
These are all facts.
I'll add that that's Demetrius' opinion and not my own.
Okay.
Oh no, I was agreeing with you. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, we're playing ancient Greece, so...
Yes.
No, modern
So-
age could still.
So, Steve, one of the kids who's watching you, he's you get the sense that he's kind of like a dark and ominous type. He's wearing like all black clothes and his hair's black and long and kind of hangs in his front of his face, and he kind of has it pushed over to the side a little bit, and he's like super skinny.
You should be careful
the
not
emo
to cut yourself with all that edge, kid.
And he's like, can you tell me some more about how you get the
Kid,
brains out?
Kid, I'm gonna be real honest with you. You're kind of creepy. And
Dude, I know, and I hear that from Steve.
I'm getting this real bad vibe off of you. Why don't you go stand over there?
Kettle, meet
Go
the
stand
pot.
over there by that little like hairy guy, and maybe
Fine.
later.
Fine.
Would
No
it
one
be-
likes me
All right.
anyways.
You're right,
Corbin will
you're
sniff
right.
the air and say,
No one.
why am
No
I
one
smelling
likes you.
clothes?
Hold on. I want to make this clear. No one. And I look over. I'm like, are you sure? Yes. I'm. Even the dead people don't even like you.
What the fuck?
You can talk to the dead. Ugh. And he was like, kind of like push his hair to the side and will stomp off.
Definitely comb that hair. Get some of that grease out.
That was fucking funny.
Still smelling clothes.
Anyway,
Oh,
like
God.
I was saying, you see, you just cut the finger here, and I turn to this little other kid. Can make a good set of dice out of these. Once we get a time to skin them and sand them down, and I continue walking.
That was mean even by Demetrius' standards.
Yeah, no shit. Yes, they have a hot topic. God.
Next.
So, Demetrius, one of the not the kid who he hasn't really talked to much, will come up to you and say, Mr. Centaur, you're Demetrius, the mighty gladiator, aren't you?
I used to be, not anymore.
I have seen some of your battles, and you are the greatest warrior I've ever seen.
Maybe once. But now, I'm not so sure anymore. Back in those days, I would do everything for glory.
Would you suck dick for glory?
But what happened?
Let's just say that when it comes down to it, not even glory is worth it.
But glory is the name of everything. Glory
That's what
and
I used
fame.
to think. That's what I used to think. But there are some things that even glory is worth. If I could do things differently now, I don't think I would have ever.
But are you going to fight in the great games coming up?
Not if I can avoid it.
Oh, but the purse is massive, and I fully plan on and training and fighting. Maybe you could give me some pointers.
I can train a human. The fighting style is too different. But you said the price is good.
Yes.
And then you see a glimmer in Amitrius' eye. And Amitrius is looking quite sick. He's pale, he's sweaty. But when a great price is mentioned, some of the old gladiator does come up. And he strokes his chin in thought, rubbing his fingers through his short-cropped beard. Like, well, no, I'm too busy for that. I have important things to do. You know, the Oracle has set us on a path.
Very well. I'm glad then that if you don't attend, because winning that 25,000 gold is going to be a lot easier without you fighting in the games.
5,000 gold! And Amitrius screams and he stops and he says, "When are these games? Where?"
They're in Myrtos in 2 months' time.
I'll see if we can join anyway. We could use that kind of money.
Of course.
Corbin will wander over and say, "Ah, yes, the games. I remember them well.
And
You should follow this instruction manual. It is the fighting style of the mighty Corbin."
the kid will look. He'll look down on you and say, "What do you mean from days of old? They're only. This is only the 10th game."
Well, in the old days, we used to, before it was official, we used to just train each other. There was no prizes back then, other than staying alive.
And the kid will look at Demetrius and say, "Sire, is he always like this?"
He likes to talk about himself, but I have yet to see anything.
I don't expect much from people of his size anyways, right?
I don't know, kid. I've seen some pretty good fighters that are small. But as for Corbin, well, he does have a destiny, but maybe he should wind down the bragging a little bit.
I agree. Well, it was nice chatting with you, sir. I'll go back with the rest of the kids.
Oh yeah, and give that annoying kid a beating from me.
Really?
Yeah, do it.
Awesome.
Training for you.
Excellent. I definitely will. He's annoying, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Corbin says, "At least on that we can agree."
So, Kamos, the same kid who was talking to Steve and got chastised by Steve, he'll also come up to you, and he's like, "I see that the kids, that the people don't like you either. Well, what's going on?"
Is that how you start all of your conversations? Is to walk up to somebody and tell them, "My, you're really unlikable"?
Well, yes, because I'm like that, and no one really cares to like me, so I was just 2 peas in a pod.
Show a little bit more diplomacy. Don't start with that. I see a little bit of a kinship here, but you are going about it all wrong.
Can you teach me?
First of all, I take a quick look at him, and the kid's, if he's looking as grungy, how grungy is he looking?
Let's how do we explain it? Have you ever seen? All right. Oh God. Do you know what an emo kid is?
First of all, my character is seriously going for a nice goth vibe to begin with, but kind of clean all the same.
He looked, yeah, he looks very gothy outside of like a spiked collar and like that kind of stuff. But yeah, he's very gothy. I mean, he's dirty because they've been locked up in that temple for who knows how long. But yeah,
They all
yeah.
look right. And like, so, do you mind if I use a little magic to clean you up a little bit here?
Of course.
I use prestidigitation to, at least, hopefully get all the grunge off.
Okay. And you do.
And when talking to your elders, you start at least with a sir. I'm not saying all elders are worth your respect, but at least do it by default.
Yeah, yes, sir.
See,
I'm sorry.
There we are. Now, do you have any inclination to the mystic arts?
Well, I can kind of do, like, if I haven't really gotten any training, but I can kind of, like, well, people think I don't do this, but I can, like, if I try really hard enough, I can move things with my mind.
So I hold out a copper in my hand. And I'm like, can you lift this?
Yes. And you will see him, he will, like, put his hand to his temple and, like, will stare at it intently, and you can see kind of his nose start to bleed a little bit, and the copper moves, like, just a little bit.
All right.
It's a talent.
Excellent. Let's see if we can harness this. And so, it's late. We're all tired. I'm not going to do a good job of giving him a lesson, but at least I'm going to try. Of harnessing whatever kind of mage hand. Also, it's like, let me know if I get the feel that the way he's doing it is completely incompatible with my skill set.
What he's like, okay, so what he's trying to do is telekinesis, like the telekinesis thing, but he might just not be saying the word, like Harry Potter, like Leviosa, not Leviosa,
Yeah. It's like I just wouldn't want to give him a hard time if he was really a psionicist instead of a wizard. So yeah, if some pointers and saying the right word is all he needs to get on the right path, that's awesome. Is that the feel I get?
Yes.
Good. Kid, what's your name?
My name is Jeremiah.
I think you've got promise, kid.
Really?
Yeah. But, it's going to take a lot of hard work.
Is there any, like, pointers or anything that you can give me?
I shoot some side eye at Steve Atosis, and then go back to the kid, and I thought, it's like, and not in character, I thought I was giving pointers, like you said, if he wasn't saying the right word, or if he's got raw skill but it's not channeled correctly, that's exactly what I'm looking to do, is teach him the things he needs to know, even though the fact that I'm exhausted, we've been going for like 18 hours straight. I don't think I'm going to give the best of lessons, but I'm just going to try and be patient with the situation.
Excellent. Excellent. And he's so where did you learn how to do all this? Like, is there a place I can go?
I had private tutors.
Oh,
Maybe I could find some place, but it's not like I went to a magical college.
okay. Because tutors are, oh, okay. Those are pretty expensive. Well, maybe if I just keep trying hard enough, that maybe I can get something else out.
Also, maybe I can, I can't do it right now, but maybe when we get back to town and I get you do have a family, right?
Of course, we're just a little. And he'll kind of whisper, a little poor.
You know what? Many people start from humble backgrounds. But let's get you back to your family. And I after I've got a good night's rest, maybe I can put together a lesson for you. A formal lesson.
And he really lights up, almost as if this is like the first sign of compassion and that anyone showed him in a very long time.
Cool.
And as you guys are talking, Corbin pulls out his bagpipes, and it's a screeching noise. Like, he needs a lot of practice still, obviously.
Okay. It's the middle of the night and
Kind
you
of
start...
barely
Yes.
make out the tune. It's
The second you start making noise, I swing around and shove you with telekinesis.
well, I stumble a little bit, but I get out the last few lines of the song. The centaurs ran, they ran so far away. Then I stopped playing. Oh, sorry, didn't want to call anybody to this.
So, after you do that, it kind of gets quiet again. And, all of a sudden, you kind of hear like a horse and a cart kind of coming down south, because you guys are finally on this path up to Estoria, and you see a kind of like a vendor of sorts, and the guy pulls up and stops and says, "Are you the heroes?"
Corbin will say, yes, we are.
I've got something for you. Well, especially, I got something for him.
Ooh, do you now? Give it to me.
Who does he point to?
Demetrius.
Oh, okay.
Aww.
Demetrius frowns and he says, I don't know you.
But I know you, sir.
All right,
Huh?
what do you have?
It's back there in the back.
I regard this guy suspiciously, and I look at the horse pulling his cart uncomfortably, and I slowly, with some distance, look at the back of the cart.
On the back, you see there's kind of like a tarpaulin over it, and there's something like kind of moving a little bit in the back of that cart.
I'll take out my halberd and I will use it to lift the tarp.
Okay. And when you do that, out, kind of popping out from like underneath that tarpaulin is a little monkey.
And say, I don't want this monkey.
And he has a bowler hat on and no pants. And you kind of see him like kind of crawl up onto the top of the cart. And he takes off that bowler hat and he kind of squats and relieves himself inside of it. And you see him like kind of like take that hat and kind of like odd job at you, like kind of fling it at you and smacks you right in the face with that. And this poop is all like runny and gross, and it runs down your face and your chest, and you get the sense of peanut butter.
Demetrius flies into a rage. He freaks out and he begins attacking the cart and its owner. He tries to knock the cart over and stab the owner with his halberd.
And you are able to do that, but the monkey gets away.
Demetrius will scream and he'll say, "Is this your joke? Is this your idea of a joke?" And he will just stab the owner and try to kill him.
Okay, he's an old man, so if maybe 1 HP.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh god.
Just straight up kill him. And then he
Nico
will,
Nico runs over and tries to heal the guy.
Of course.
Do you know how hard it is to kill somebody in this edition?
and he will set the horse free. Say, on your way.
Corbin looks over at Chamos and said, "And you thought you were the cursed one."
Exactly. I was about like, you're the one with the doomed fate. Okay, here's my crowd.
As the monkey flies away, and that was courtesy of Baron Brogar. Clyde. We haven't seen Clyde in quite a while. It's always nice to bring him out of retirement every once in a while.
I did miss him, to be fair.
Clyde the poo-slinging monkey.
And Demetrius is he's like panting heavily and almost foaming at the mouth. completely angry, and he calms down and he begins cleaning himself off with the flask of water.
And that kid who was talking shit on you earlier, you see him laughing his ass off on the ground.
Okay, yeah, Demetrius is going to move over to him. And he will stand in front of the kid and he says, "You have something to say, kid?"
And before the kid can answer, that other guy who was talking to you runs up and starts pummeling him.
Nice. And after that's done, he will give the other guy, let's see, he will give the other guy 5 gold to kickstart his career. The guy that attacked the kid.
Alright. Oh god. Clyde the poop-singing monkey.
That was an excellent example of how shit rolls downhill.
Literally. And that horse looks back at you, Demetrius, and kind of nods and takes off.
And Demetrius nods back and gives him a little centaur salute.
You know what? I really don't want to know what a little centaur salute is.
I envisioned something like the Three Amigos.
Yeah.
What? What's it? Don't know that one.
I'll put
Oh, I do.
Doses.
Find it.
Oh god. Murder hobo. Yeah, I agree, Winnie. Alright. So, where were we? We were putting this back on. So, you guys are getting closer to the city. Nico. This one kid, he's short, squat. He has like the workings of an early beard, and he kind of waddles up to you and says, "Dwarf, I saw that you can change into animals. How do you learn this magic?"
It takes many years, lots of dedication, and an affinity towards animals. Do you have any sort of innate powers of your with animals?
I can. Sometimes it seems like I can talk to them and they understand what I'm saying, but people say I'm crazy.
No, not at all. It's a trick that druids have. Here, can you read and write?
Can I read a what?
Do you know how to read and write?
Of course.
So Nico takes his takes a stick and draws some symbols into the ground. A druidic symbol. And he says, "This symbol right here represents the animals." And then he draws another one. "This represents you." And then in between them, he draws another kind of strange symbol that connects them both. And he goes, "And here's where you connect with the animals. If you could read this, you'll learn how to connect more with the animals." So he teaches them symbols of druidic.
Nice.
Now,
Eh.
try this, and it should help you talk more and connect more with the animals. Eventually, if you want, you can learn from the druids in the old wood. But they need to take a liking to you and to understand that you can do this such with the animals more. So they'll take you under their wing if you have a understanding.
Of course.
So he now go ahead and try, and we'll see if we can't summon a canary or a finch.
And he writes it all down perfectly.
Okay.
Demetrius will walk over to Nicodemus, and he will say, Dwarf, I owe you one for healing that old man. I shouldn't have attacked him.
You got yourself into an age. I understand. If I got covered in a monkey poo, I'd be a little upset too.
Maybe, but that's no excuse.
Usually the messenger gets killed anyways, so. But I sent him on his way.
Thank you.
After the horse.
I'll remember that.
Well, it's understandable. I know you've got a lot of rage in you, and you're trying to work on it, but it happens.
Demetrius, I cast a spell on your character and clean the poop off.
Oh, thank you.
Too nice.
Yeah, we can't go into town like that, you know?
It's just Demetrius. So Nico, while you were writing that stuff down, the squirrel who's been hanging out with Arcadia, he comes over and sits there and watches intently, and it kind of like nods as the kid's like drawing the symbol and whatnot.
Nico watches him, and he's like, wonder. Nico draws a couple more symbols in the ground, and they're druidic for do you understand this, to the squirrel.
The squirrel kind of hops up and down around it in affirmation.
Nico relates this to everyone. I have a feeling that the squirrel may be a druid.
Yeah, we know that. He turned into a gnome, remember?
Yes, but
Yep. Wait.
I wonder if there's a way. I wonder if there's a way to turn him back.
I think he can do that himself.
Maybe he was cursed.
He turned back when I tried to strangle him.
Yeah, he can turn back. Just
Oh, he
put him in a
did?
cage and he'll turn back.
I thought the nature of his
I don't
curse was
remember.
he only has his human mind when he's in squirrel form, and when he's in
Oh.
squirrel form, or when he's in human form, he has a squirrel mind.
Yes.
And as Camus explains
He's cursed
that.
in a way.
Yeah, Camus knows that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Dun,
Seamus
dun,
is very
dun.
familiar with that.
Perhaps we could lift the curse one day. He seems to like us anyways.
Yeah,
We'll
just
keep him
add it to
alone.
the giant list of shit we have to do.
Yes, I know. There is. We have too
Why
much
it
to
takes
do.
us several days to get to Estoria. Even without sleeping.
No, sleep till Astoria.
Oh god. Dun it. Dun dun. Alright. So the squirrel will abandon Arcadia, which I'm sure she's fine with, and will climb up onto Nicodemus.
Watch out, he's a biter.
So am I.
Alright, so now we finally, it's roughly 2, 3 a.m. We get up to the gates. Yay, we're at the gates.
I'll start looking around for that scared guard,
The scared guard?
the one that didn't want to talk to Pythor.
Oh, yeah. So the gates are closed. And you do see there are 2 guards. One of them is not that guy.
Well, they had said they were going to send a rookie anyway.
Yes.
I will say, honestly, I can't be bothered to deal with Pythor shit this late at night. What do you say we catch a night at the end before going to Pythor?
That's all right with me.
Yeah.
Don't we have room and board in the castle?
Yeah, we have our own rooms in.
Yeah, but I don't want to go there.
You don't want to sleep there tonight?
Do you want to go there and face Pythor at night?
Yeah, that's
Sleep.
not going to be cool.
Well, we should at least
Well, it's
send word
2
that we've
a.m. The
returned.
bar's closed.
It's 2 a.m. and we've got a bunch of kids. It's like the first thing we have to do is figure out how we're going to get. First thing we have to do is figure out how we're getting into town. And
Oh yeah, the gates are closed, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yes, they are.
Can we approach the gates?
yeah, it's like, hey,
Hey! Hey! Guards!
hey, guards!
Guards!
You don't have to be so loud there.
Hello?
And I look over towards the emo kid, who's happy he's not Steve at the moment. It's like,
I
see,
roll
Steve
you
isn't
out?
that cool.
What do you want to do?
I want to roll to be loud. I gotta get the attention of the guards.
I mean, you don't really need, because, like, they can
already-
see you guys come up, yeah.
Okay, I approach them screaming guards.
Yes, what can I do for you? You don't have to be so loud. It's middle
is
of
us.
the night.
The heroes, champions of the Oracle and slayer of pigs and old sea hags. We have come back. We have children. We need to let us in.
And they'll kind of look at each other and they're kind of whispering with each other. And they say, "Are you sure you want to come in here at this time?"
Is the town infested by zombies rampaging through, eating everybody's flesh and eyeballs?
No, but that would probably be a better fate than what's in store for you, because you kind of pissed off the king.
Yeah, sounds great. Let us in.
And Amicius bites his tongue, but you get the feeling he really wants to say something.
Yes, let us in.
Corbin will say, we had good reason.
Right. Okay, little ones.
We've returned, by the way. We will be staying at this inn.
You want me to tell the king, the god, that you are here?
I mean, isn't
No,
that your
I think
job?
we
No.
will, I think we will handle that this time.
See him in the morning.
Well, don't make him wait, because he's gonna know you're here soon.
Is he awake, or is he sleeping?
Is your mother awake, or is she sleeping? I don't know. I'm
I
a freaking
mean-
guard.
I
Corbin
mean,
will kick
But
her
do
in
you
the-
have orders to tell him that we've arrived the second we arrived?
Yes.
I lean in real.
Well then,
real
I
close.
guess I think we're all going to the palace now.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, seems so.
Maybe
your
we
name?
should stop by
Hey.
the temple on the way, and that way we can get them to come to the palace with us.
Maybe we should show Pythor the dragon horn so that he knows we had good reason.
Yep.
At this point, I think the deal is we go straight there and face the wrath immediately, and then we can know if we're dealing with a TPK or not.
I thought we were the fucking Oracle's champions, not this fat. I mean, not Pythor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean in, like my face right next to this guard's face. I'm like, "What's your name again?" Just
Tyrone.
staring
Fucking
right
creepy.
at him.
He'll look at you and kind of like, how close to him are you?
No, like my face is like definitely invading his personal space.
Like how close though?
Oh, like as close as I can get my face to him without like him like pulling away.
So he'll when you do that, he'll kind of smile a little bit, and we'll kind of like try to like kind of like rub your cheek a little bit, and says, "My name's Tyrone. What's yours?"
This is Greece.
Nice, Tyrone. We will head right to now to go see Paylor. Have a wonderful night.
You
Get
too.
these kids to I don't know, somewhere orphanage, someplace that will beat them, especially that one. And I point to like one kid.
And the kid will look at you and says, "I have a family, thank you."
Then why were you in an orphanage?
Who said I was in an orphanage? You're old.
Make sure
You're-
you get it.
You're old. Thanks, Dad. So yeah, the kids will. So Karina, she'll come up and says, "Thank you so much. I will get all these kids back home. I know their families will be delighted to see them. Believe me, your names will be known around the city. If you ever come over to towards the east gate, towards the vineyards, we'll be my father will be happy to provide you with a reward."
Did he say the vineyards?
Yes.
Yes.
In the city?
He said
Yes.
a word.
And he said a word.
Put that in the quest log.
Eastgate, that's right here, correct?
Yes.
Way at the top? Okay.
Correct.
And I turn to the kid and I'm like, if anything, can your father come plead for our lives in about 15 minutes?
Don't be dramatic, Kamas. We have Arcadia with us. She'll
You
do the
can't
talking.
tell a person with a doomed fate not to be dramatic.
Good point. But let's just go and let's ask Arcadia if she wants to do the talking, because I think that's a good idea. He's soft on her.
Here, little kid. Here, take this hand as a token to remember us by. Have a good night.
Don't remember me by that, okay? You can remember him by that, but I have nothing to do with that.
Okay.
I give the one kid with the animal affinity. I was as I was walking along, I found a nice tree, so I snapped off a twig and started forming it with my knife. And I'll give him a nice yew wand
Nice.
that I made for him. Take this; it'll help with your summoning.
Thank you so much.
Oh god, I don't know how you guys have the energy to take on a mentor right now. Yeah, it's like, yeah, kid, find me later. Jeremiah, right? Yeah, cool.
Of course.
Maybe we should change that to Jeremias, or, Demetrius.
Well,
Say, sorry, Kamos, we don't have time to teach kids magic. We have
Right,
other things.
right, so let's get going.
all right. All right. So you're coming through the city. It's quiet. It's a smaller city. So for the most part, people are already in bed. There's still a few people around this marketplace over here. Your buddy Klaus. He's still kind of sitting at the fountain. He looks very thin, and when he sees you, he'll say, "I have this necklace. Would one of you like to buy it? I'll sell it for 1 gold."
Now's your chance, Steve.
Please,
but that
You know it's cursed, my friend. You
I'm-
cannot take
No.
it from you.
I'm so hungry.
Yes, yes, you are. That's what happens when you steal from tombs.
But 1 gold. How about 50 cents? 50
How
silver.
about tell me where you took it from?
The necropolis.
Where at the necropolis? Whose tomb did you rob?
I don't know.
Oh God, we don't have time for this. By the way, nobody's gonna go talk to Pythor right now, right? Nobody's getting smarmy, right? We're,
That would
you know,
be very foolish.
as long as we all agree on that point.
Let's
I
leave.
thought we were gonna ask Arcadia to talk to Pythor. with
Yeah,
us.
yeah. And I just want to make sure nobody's gonna just start, giving Pythor lip.
That's up to us.
Oh God, I'm doomed.
That you are.
Yeah. All right, come on. Let's
At
get
least-
going. You can
at
talk
least
to
your doom
Klaus
doesn't
later.
smell like peanut butter.
Please, sir. I'm doomed. I'm gonna die. Okay.
That's my line.
Well, we all die one day. Good luck. If I were you, I would hang myself.
If we find a way to help break the curse, we will let you know, but we know of no such way currently.
Fine.
I mean, if you were willing to confess where you stole it from so we may return it, we might be able to aid you. But since you wish to remain,
I honestly don't know which tomb, whose name it was. But if you go to the necropolis and you go into the 3rd building, it's the 2nd one on the right.
Sorry, Pythor, it took us so long to get here. We were busy talking to grave robbers.
Let us go. Continue on.
Come on, guys. Give Steve a chance to pick up a quest if he wants to.
yeah. Can I take this from him and a lock of his hair? You know what? Never mind. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's go talk to Pythor. If you make it one more night,
Yeah. Get at least
I'll
one more
talk to
good
you.
rest before he dies.
yeah. If the gods will you to live one more night, maybe I'll help you. Let's go. guys.
Demetrius says, do you guys really think that the God's will influences this world in any way?
Of course, my friend.
Yeah,
Everybody
we're having a
knows this.
philosophical discussion.
I'm starting to think that they're just powerful people.
Even this horse you speak of?
No, not that one. He's true.
My god is the true god.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to.
Yep, that's how it goes.
Okay, so you walk past the bar. It is there's still some people in there, but it's pretty quiet. And then you come up to this like little marketplace again, but this time you do see that that there is a cow on a pillar, like kind of like not pillar, like an altar, and it's already on fire. And there's some people wearing side-on symbols, cheering it on.
Corbin says, "Oh, no, you didn't," and he'll go.
Yeah,
over
they
and knock-
did.
He'll go over and knock the cow off the flames.
So
Spoil the sacrifice.
you want to climb up onto the burning altar?
Can I knock it off without getting up on there? Burning myself? I don't want to burn myself.
The thing's already on fire. Like it's already engulfed. Like the cow's alive still, but barely.
Don't be a pussy.
I'll turn to Steve and I'll say, Steve,
Yeah.
can you do something with water?
Is there any ale or sources of water around us?
Yes.
I nod. Yes, yes, we can.
I would
Um,
consider it a favor if you would do that for me.
All right.
Is there a way I
to
can
get-
out this thing
To
without?
give you an idea, have you ever seen The Wicker Man?
No.
Yeah.
That bonfire at the end?
Oh, that's big.
That's how big it is. And hot, and yeah.
All
I mean,
right.
it's kind of like if you were to use that little bit of water, it's kind of like pissing into the wind, essentially.
Evaporate
I'll say,
immediately.
where there is a will, there is a way. If you truly want to do it, you can disrupt this feast. Slay these Sidon paladins and push over this pyre with an axe or something.
Wait, the pyre is this giant man person?
I mean, it's a altar, but it's not a big man. It's like that size of a flame.
And it's just like one cow in there?
Yes.
Is it already ablaze?
Yes.
The dead cow.
Alright, I'm looking. Is there like a water tower on a ceiling nearby?
No.
Yep, yeah, nope. All out of ideas.
Do I see the guy that did it before?
One of those that you encountered before is currently there. Yes.
Well, I'll walk up to that guy and say, I told you not to do this.
And you are not going to deny me my sacrifice to my god.
You're doing it in the middle of Pythor. Did Pythor give you permission for this?
We don't need permission from him. Have you seen him lately?
Oh.
I'll be like, I will let him know you said that.
Go for it. He's going to forget in a day anyways.
Corbin will say, take that back or we will have words right now.
We're having words right now anyways.
And Amitrius is hanging back, but you see him like grin to himself and like cover his face with his hand. He agrees with this Sidon guy, and it's obvious that he does, but he doesn't say anything.
So Corbin says, I don't care what Pythor has become. You will show him respect in his city, or you will face me one-on-one.
The city that he stole, right?
I'm sorry we were so late, Pythor. We were busy arguing with crazy people in the street. Also a bad excuse. Can we get going?
I agree with Kamos.
I mean, I think we should give people a chance to roleplay a bit of story, guys. Come on, Corbin.
So Corbin will look at the group and say, I feel like I must challenge this man, but I will go with you guys if you wish to go to Pythor now.
Oh, kick his ass!
Kick his ass! Do it!
Do it, dude.
All right,
Get it done in like 4 rounds.
I will kick his ass.
Okay, hang on a second then.
I will say, if any of your allies join in, then we join in as well. It's
Oh,
one-on-one.
don't worry.
What did you say?
He's like, don't worry.
Oh, don't worry.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, you disconnected. Let me see here.
Who disconnected?
Person. Or not person. Nico.
Disconnected by mistake.
Yeah, okay.
It's
So
alright.
do this.
Wasn't there somebody who wanted us to collect skulls?
Yeah, it's in the quest log.
You can have his skull if I kill him by accident.
Is his skull one of the skulls we can get?
No. Here, I'll post it in the chat.
I kind of like the idea of collecting skulls. Can we go do that soon?
Yeah, that was a quest that Nico got.
I just
Okay,
posted
get
it. It's
the
Cursed
dwarves.
Mines and Lost Forges.
Yep. Yeah, it's when we gotta go to the forge.
Give me a second. Let's see here. Buildings, images. Nope. Road. Un momento, s'il vous plaît. Oops. Bam. 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 So we're gonna do this right. Bam. Bam. Kick his ass,
Barovia.
Seabass.
Yeah, this is a strat map.
Yeah, it's just I just wanted
like
to
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
just
know.
a random
I'm not
map.
saying it's bad.
Bam. 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 I think we got that. We got this. Okay. Let's see here. Do this. Bam. 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 Alright. So we'll start with the priest, then we'll go priest you, just go back and forth like that. Alright, so the priest, he's gonna put up, he's gonna kind of wave his hands a little bit, and a bunch of like little people come around him, like little angels. Kind of like in a, was it a 15-foot square, I think? 15-foot radius, yeah. And then he'll kind of look at you and wave his hand.
Coward.
Come at me, little man.
Turn off your little pixies.
There is no cowardice in using magic. Just like any martial weapon, it's a skill that has to be trained.
Yeah, is it my turn?
Yes.
If only I had a rage. Alas. The lack
When
of
you took a
sleep
rest.
What's that?
I said if only you took a sleep.
Yes.
If only you weren't the deciding vote. Yeah.
But Corbin is too angry at this guy to really care. He knows it's a mistake, but he's going to do it anyways. I'm going to run in and take damage.
Hey, advantage against magic.
Did that just do heavy damage to me?
Uh-huh.
Ow. So I'm gonna die, basically.
Come on, little man, I don't got all night.
It's gonna hit me every set. I even succeeded on that. Well, I'm gonna get a couple shots off on him at least before I die.
Wait, hang on a second. I don't think it did it right.
Oh wait, what did I do? Did I roll damage? I didn't mean to do that. Ignore that.
Okay, and you're supposed to take half damage anyways.
Well, half of the 13.
Yeah, half of the 13. I don't know why it didn't do that. Give yourself back 6.
Alright. I hit him on the second attack. I'll roll that in a second. Now this damage is hit.
Nice.
Nice.
Ooh, and the thing around him goes away.
Just damn pixies off me. Alright, that's all I can do for this round.
Alright. And he's going to... So this will be a disadvantage. Oh yeah, you're lucky. Alright, go ahead. Dan bought you a critical against him, so just
alright.
roll damage.
So just roll.
Yeah,
Ha! Nice.
So I don't have to attack, I just roll damage?
just roll damage.
Make sure to press the critical button.
Yeah.
Alright. Where the hell is the critical button?
It's right by the disadvantage plus -2, -5 crit.
Oh, there it
max
is.
half.
I was looking right at it. I'll slip on my brass knuckles and I'll give him a shot.
You just have to roll the
You
damage.
Just roll the damage, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Damage. Critical's
You
off.
can also hit shift too. That works.
Yeah, that's what I usually do.
There's an online YouTube college you should watch.
Wow.
Oh man, Corbin feels bad. And I hit him with that.
All right, so is that it?
Yep.
All right, so he's going to point on the ground, and a little book is going to appear, and it's going to smack you.
Corbin's weakness, knowledge.
Yeah.
See, I told you can't trust book.
He threw the book at me.
And then he's going to smack you with his mace.
Hopefully not.
Wait, he has multi attack?
That book is a bonus action.
Correct.
Oh god damn. Wait,
Going
throwing a book is a bonus action?
It's a summon. It's his.
Wow,
Alright.
that was lucky.
Yeah. Corbin is lucky.
Yeah.
Demetrius cheers for Corbin, giving him some moral support.
Corbin's gonna go for it. Knock him out or die trying.
Oh! Can you do it?
One more. Ooh, take that.
Oh,
Can you do it?
Slipping on the brass knuckles. That's a good one.
You do!
Wow.
You knock him out.
I will not kill him with that blow. I'll just knock him out.
Okay.
And I would like to drag him along to see Pythor.
His friends will not let you do that.
In that case, I'll just spit on him and walk away. I'll say,
Okay.
that'll teach you.
Can I?
I'll tell his friends, like, now you know you need to respect Pythor in his own town at least.
Alright.
Can I try and pickpocket him while he's like down?
Sure. Give me a sleight of hand with disadvantage because people are around him watching this.
Oh, it's beat disadvantage.
Yes, because you're not being sneaky about it, and
Cool.
he has like 4 friends around here.
Nope.
Yeah, and remember, and
I just want to take
Oh,
his, give me his fucking shoes.
and as a
Take his shoes.
and as a reminder, stuff like that is in the tower.
Oh, sorry. Here.
Oh, no, it's already done.
No, I can re-roll this in the tower. It's okay.
He's totally fine.
I will, after seeing this, I will walk over to Steve. Steve is like pulling on his shoe, and I say, "It's time to go, friend. Leave it."
But his toenails.
Yeah, I
want
know.
them.
We'll
need
get more
toenails
toenails
of
from the
Priest
next.
of Sidon. You don't understand. This is important.
Don't worry.
There'll be plenty of more
grace.
opportunities.
Fine.
All right, so
After Corbin's out of their sight, he'll start limping a little bit.
Dan, I gave you back that.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Corbin will say, Demetrius, I may need some pointers, and these guys hit hard. There's a stupid priest.
I think you did fine.
you did good, man.
I was doing okay until he threw that book at me.
Nico pats you on the shoulder.
I knew I
Good
should
job.
learn to read.
Yeah.
All right, so you walk up here, passing the dragon shrine, and then we start to walk into the palace. Yes.
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 Cool. With that, actually, let's go ahead and take a 10-minute break here. Because that went by
More
real
like-
quick.
Walk into the palace announcing ourselves our heroic return.
So let's come back in the quarter after. Dang, that went quick. All right, stream. So we'll be back here in about 10 minutes. Stick around, hang out. If you got to go, go. But please come back, and we'll see you shortly.
throwing a pie in Thor's face or something. Something that you can remember.
Pythor? Is that it?
Pie.
Yes.
As-
Like the dessert, and then Thor, like the god of the hammer.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Say pie.
Pythor.
There you go.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
Hello.
And I say as we walk into the thing.
All right, we are back. Shamey is going to be a little bit like a minute late, but he says start with that. Okay, so we come back into the palace. The palace is kind of small, kind of quiet. Hang on a second. All right. Yeah, it's kind of quiet in here. You do hear some, a little bit of talking coming from the throne room, though. But that's about it. There are obviously some guards around, but they aren't really paying you attention because they know who you are.
So Arcadia heads towards the throne room.
Okay.
Probably
As you
walk behind her and say, hopefully he will like you, and not be too angry with us.
as you are getting closer to the throne room, you hear snoring.
Corbin sighs a little bit of relief.
You still going?
I say to Carbon, do you think we should let him sleep?
He would probably want to see us before bed, but maybe we could give him an offering when he wakes up, because he won't be happy when he wakes up. And I'll look over to Demetrius and I'll say, well, since the gods didn't give me this, it was yours. Maybe we can, maybe this will help him. And I'll take out the pony keg and put it next to Pythor.
And,
Oh,
see
you
that,
hang on. You went inside.
So we're not inside yet. We're
Oh,
not
yeah.
inside yet.
I think we should still go in, because he's gonna be mad if we don't tell him we're here.
Well,
Okay.
what, yeah, let's
Not noisily, and I'll look at Steve.
well, let his people, inform him if they want to.
Maybe we just go to the audience
I'm just
chamber.
going to walk inside the room. Arcadia's just going to walk in.
Yes.
We'll open the door and walk in.
All right. So when you walk in, you see Pythor. He is slumped over in his chair with his head down. He has some cheesy potatoes on his gut, and his goggles are on his face, and he is snoring. You do see sitting at the table, though, with some scrolls, is a younger-looking man. He has like red hair, very, very attractive young man, and he looks up and sees you guys and kind of puts his finger to his mouth, like as a shh.
And I nod and beckon him outside the room and push the other people back outside.
And he will come out, and he'll look at you and say, well, hopefully he doesn't remember, but it's about time you guys come back.
And I'll say, we are not Pythor's servants. We work for the Oracle, and we have important business to do.
I understand that, Demetrius. But he is a god, and this is his city. I get that you have apprehension to him, but you should still show a little respect.
My friend, we showed the greatest of respects. Just as our way here, my friend, we saw this priest, and Corbin here kicked the shit out of him.
And his blood kind of drains in his face, and what kind of priest?
Priest of Sidon.
Priest of Sidon.
Oh, gods.
You are welcome.
No, you don't understand. If you piss off Sidon, he's going to keep the drought going. And he'll kind of put his hand over his face. Oh, gods.
Arcadia asks him, "Who are you?"
My name is Stesanor, and I am his chief's chief advisor.
Oh, I think we saw him on our first day there. He's the one that talked about
I
that.
say, let's sleep and come back tomorrow to talk to Pythor.
My question for you: why you said you worked for the Oracle? May I ask why you weren't, or what you were up to?
We were recovering the dragon horn. It was stolen from the temple.
And you kind of perk up. Ah, excellent. Have you visited Aesop yet and drank from it?
Not yet, but we will.
Very good.
You think we can do that before morning, or is it have to wait until, a reasonable hour?
And he'll kind of like look around, and he'll say it's probably 4 a.m. right now. So, if I know Aesop, he's probably sleeping, but he should be at the temple about 7 or 8.
Oh, we should go get him up. We start this ritual
let's
around
go
5.
let's go take a nap, and I think maybe we'll come around noon so we can get a full rest.
What time does Pythor wake up?
Sleep.
He says whenever he wants. He passed out about 2 hours ago, so he'll probably maybe 12 hours from now, unless he has to pee.
Okay. Is there a lodging place for us to rest?
We have our rooms here.
We have
I
our own
suggest
rooms.
we all go to our rooms and get some sleep.
Yes.
Who has the horn?
I do.
I would suggest you protect it and make sure it's not stolen.
Got it. Yeah. Now, can we just, instead of, we're going to get a full night's sleep, we're going to get 8 hours? I'd rather just, at this point, just be at the Aesop's place at 7 in the morning.
I'll ask Kamos
if
if he
that
wants
gives
to
us
put.
full rest. I don't want to mess up our.
Do you
full
want to
rest.
go camp out, Cables? Should we go sit in line for the tickets?
Let's just sleep, and I will ask Kamos if he wants to put the horn into my magical bag, so it's better protected.
Oh, that's right. You got a bag.
Can I watch?
Yeah.
Because
No, you can't watch.
it's a pretty big horn, I assume, or walking around with it is a little more dangerous.
It is.
Yeah.
Cables does have a really impressive horn. Are you sure you can fit it in your bag?
Yes.
It's so girthy.
Steve,
So,
what are you talking about, man?
are we good with 7 in the morning getting up, or what?
What's
I'm taking my
what's the early-
full rest.
What's
Well,
the
you're-
earliest we can do and still get a full rest?
Well, it's 8 hours, and Kalmos, you're the one who wanted to be able to cast magic again. If you don't care about that, then
Yeah, that's where I am right now. I'd rather get going at 7 in the morning, and when we finally do, are in front of Pythor, I want to have as many box checks checked as possible.
All right, so keep in mind, real quick though, with rests, if you go 24 hours without a long rest, you will gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Yeah, I'll take. Let's just do a long rest and then go to Pythor. He's gonna be angry anyway, and we have Arcadia, so it'll be fine.
All right.
Well,
Yeah,
hold on. What if we get our long rest? Pythor has been alerted that we're here, so when he wants to talk to us, he can send for us.
We might
Sure.
still be able to do the horn before he wakes up if he sleeps 12 hours.
Pythor was passed out when you guys got into town.
Come on, guys, we're wasting time. Let's just take our full rest and see what happens tomorrow.
Hey, we came to
Sounds
the
good.
castle. His advisor said to let him sleep. What was his name? Jesse at the gate.
You hear Corbin's door shut.
Yeah, and you.
yeah, Arcadia is
Alicia's
walking
door shut.
away. She's going to her place.
Steve sits
Me
there
too.
rambling to himself
you and
for a
Billy
couple of
now.
hours until.
Was everyone taking a long rest?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I will push that to you now.
I feel so much better.
Yay! And you all got your own rooms too. Even Demetrius. They have a centaur-sized room. Whatever your combinations, Demetrius, they have it there for you.
All very nice. Do they have someone that can pick out my hooves?
If you go down to the stables, possibly, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's will they'll find him. Getting his hooves picked out with an iron pick.
All
Or
right.
hook.
Yeah, it feels great. The guy. So are you getting up and going right down there? Or are you going to eat breakfast first?
I'll get up, go down there, and eat breakfast on the way. Like I'll grab some and eat it while standing there.
Okay. So yeah, you go down. It's roughly noon now, and yeah, they have their meals ready for you. I guess you'll go down there, and the armorer will look at you and say, "You need a new shoe, my friend."
I'll say, yeah, the best you got.
Of course. And he'll probably take a good hour to dig everything out and get like clip your nails and reshoe you.
And I'll leave him a nice 10 gold tip.
And his eyes will go big, and he will say, "Anytime you need anything, my friend, just let me know." All right. The palace is a little bit busier today than was last night. The gates or the doors to the throne are shut, and a guard is standing right outside the door, not letting anyone in.
I guess we approach and we say we are here to see Pythor. No, this is Arcadia, his daughter. He's expecting us.
And before he can even say anything, you hear loud snoring coming from behind that door.
And you see a vein bulge on Amicis's head. And he looks like if the party doesn't stop him, he's gonna bull rush in.
Arcadia puts out her arm and she said, let's just go to the dragon horn right now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's...
I look at the guard and I lean in. I'm like, what is your name?
Steve, let's go.
Wait, what's his name?
Ilias.
Ilias? Okay, you let him know. Steve Osha said was here. Bye.
Sure.
And I just want to like smear some ash on his shoulder.
He will kind of dodge, like move his shoulder because he doesn't want to get dirty.
Okay.
Demetrius might notice standing next to Arcadia that she looks like she has cleaned her armor and taken a bath.
Nice.
Ooh, she went down to the bathers.
Yeah,
Finally.
there is now like a L'Oreal shampoo ad.
I did not know that was an option.
Well,
Yeah, private bathing
Gojo did
suits.
say they have all necessities.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah,
She knows her way around the palace.
I slept in the trash can last night.
Okay.
To the Dragon Temple. So we walk over to the Dragon Temple and ask for Aesop.
Okay. So as you guys are making your way over to the Dragon Temple, Demetrius, you feel on your back as if like someone is petting you.
I look over my shoulder.
You see your party, but none of them were. I don't think any of them really were the ones who petted you.
Is there anyone nearby that seems to have touched me?
No.
And I do that thing that horses do with their skin that makes it vibrate. You know,
Okay.
they can like vibrate their skin to get rid of flies and stuff.
You
Uh-huh.
mean you shake?
No, it's not like a dog. They have these muscles under their skin that, yeah, it looks a bit weird, but they do it when flies land on them.
I know exactly what you mean. It's like the body shakes in a weird way.
Yeah, without like moving, it's just
Yep.
that portion of skin.
Yep.
And after you do that, about 30 seconds later, you feel it again.
I'll loudly say, "Who the fuck is doing that?"
It's just me.
Look around. Is that Kyra's voice?
It is. It's
Kyra?
very like pip squeaky though, like very like squeaky voice.
I
What?
narrow my eyes and I really look at my back and I'm like, is there a tiny Kyra on my back?
There is.
I blink my eyes and I'm like,
TM, is she has a fly or a person right now?
She's a person, like a very tiny person.
I mistake her for a fly and I try to swat her with like my sword, but like still in the sheath.
Okay.
Alright, what is this, just a regular D20?
Yeah, just roll a d20.
fuck?
You're
And
about to
you
get
hear
whacked in the tail again.
so Ametreus.
Don't move.
You get
Right on your back.
you get smacked like as you look and you see Steve's sheath come smacking down right on top of Kyra.
I'll say, I will yell in pain. And I'll say, what the hell are you doing? I will walk over to Steve. Why did you hit me?
Did you see the size of that bug on your back?
Listen,
You
if I
are
have bugs
welcome.
on my back, you don't have to hit them. I'll take care of it myself. That hurt.
I was just trying to help.
Yes, that's why I'm not punching you in the face. Just
It's-
don't do it
11
again.
damage.
11
Nah,
damage.
that's a stab, dude. That's
That
piercing
was
damage.
yeah. You just smacked him with your sheath.
I'll say, I think you just hit Kyra.
Plus 4 damage.
And you hear like a little pip squeaky voice coming from your sword. Ow!
Oh. No, God, my sword's talking to me again.
I will reach back and try to pick up Kyra. Or is she on the sword now?
She's on the sheath.
Oh, okay. Never mind
Like,
then.
like blood splattered.
Nope, she's still alive.
Okay.
Corbin motions. Let us go and get this horn returned before Pythor awakes.
Yes.
I will peel her off of my sword and apologize.
It's okay.
How about you apologize to me too, man?
I'm sorry, but I was trying to save your life. I thought this was attacking you.
I don't get diseases.
I bet you say that to all the ladies. And I wink and continue walking.
Alright, so we walk into the temple and you see your old buddy Aesop. And he kind of looks at you excitedly and says, "You're back. I've heard you're back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for getting the horn."
It wasn't easy. I hope it's worth it.
Oh, if the Oracle says it is, then it must be, yes?
Yeah, she's usually pretty correct about these things, I've found.
Yes. Alright, we must drink. Have you, I'm assuming you haven't drank it for it yet, because you don't know the magic word to fill it up.
What's the magic word?
Oh my god, you think? That we weren't able to complete the ritual that we don't know about because we're here for you to do it?
He'll
No need
get
to be sarcastic, Steve.
No, but we did retrieve the horn that you guys lost.
That was, yeah.
So he'll take the horn and he'll speak into it, and you see it fill up with wine, and he will hold it out and say, "Each of you, please drink from this horn."
I dropped to my knees. I am so sorry. Please teach me that. I am so sorry.
I will say, is that wine?
It is.
I'll say, I can't. I made an oath that I would not drink anymore.
Nico raises his hand and says, "I can help you with that. Demetrius, before you drink, I could cast purified food and drink to help you with the ease of alcohol."
And Demetrius, he looks a bit conflicted. He's prancing back and forth, wondering if that counts or not. And Demetrius will instead go down on his haunches and close his eyes. And he will pray to his deity for guidance. And it's up to you if anything if he gets a good feeling or a bad one,
You-
1 second.
or nothing happens.
You get a good feeling.
And he will get up and he'll sigh and he'll say, "Very well, Nicodemus, you have proven yourself. I will do it as you say."
So Nico will cast Purify Food and Drink on the horn, the wine, and now, if you want, you could be the first.
And he will take the horn and he will take a gulp from it.
Okay. Is everyone drinking from this horn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but Corbin will ask to remove the purify part before he drinks.
Oh. Just cast it on it. I don't know if there's no way to take it off. It's
Somebody can chug it all and then he can refill it.
yeah. Just go ahead and chug it all, and then he'll refill it. Yeah, that works.
I am really trying to pay attention to what this guy is saying when he's making this thing refill.
Okay. All right. So, just to clarify, everyone drinks from it. Yes or no?
Yes.
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 Can I slip in some of my mushroom?
No.
Slip it into my
No.
Alright.
Arcadia.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, as you guys all drink from it, you all fall into a deep sleep, and suddenly you are all standing on the deck of a beautiful galley. A bright cerulean sea stretches out before you. You look down at a strange bronze device in your hands. It seems to reflect the constellations of the night sky, even though the sun shines brightly overhead. The oarsmen pull the ship through the water faster than you thought possible. You look down at the men on the benches. They meet your gaze with dead eyes and skeletal faces. Dozens of leering corpses. You are startled awake. And when you wake up, you are back in your rooms. No, I'm sorry, you're not back in your rooms. When you wake up, you see Kyra standing over there, and it is nighttime.
Whoa. That's some strong stuff.
Do you have that in text form for chat, or should I just type it over? Oh, yeah, nice, thank you.
Yep. Or you can always save that one too if you want.
Did I recognize the boat?
I'm trying to, because with you, it's yes, you would have.
I suspect I was on that boat.
You will have known what it is.
Alright.
Range bronze device.
DM.
I will go up to
Very-
Kyra and I will tell her of the division. I'll say, what could it mean?
That's you have seen the Ultros, but that has been gone for quite some time.
I think it was connected to when I met the Oracle, but I don't really. My memories are not very clear on that.
But that just doesn't make sense. Like you said, they're all dead.
Well, they would be by now. I mean, if I understand it, it's been 500 years.
It just that's
What was the name of that vessel?
Ultros. Yeah, UL.
It's the one that was made out of the tree that we found.
Would Nico recognize that bronze device at all?
Let's see here. Give me a history. The DC is like super high. It's like a 19,
Okay.
20 DC, but give me a history.
Hey, DM.
Sorry about that.
Do we have any Chamos rules?
What's up, Steve?
Is there a way to save what you linked me, or do I have to just type it all out in a note?
There should be. I don't like. There's on the left hand side. There should be like a little tab, and you should be able to like save that somewhere. Like make a note or something like that, and save it and put it in there.
It's under player notes, and you'll
Yeah.
find.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna type this out here. Thank you.
Yes.
I've already put it in note. You can just look at the Dragonhorn note.
Oh yeah, complete the Dragonhorn. He put it all in there. If you scroll down.
Oh, we all saw the same thing.
Yes, you all saw the same vision all at once.
Ha. Okay.
Kamos, did you do your rolls for the day? I don't think you did.
No, I haven't.
Can you roll those, please, before? 18.
Nice.
Woohoo! Oh, beautiful.
Perfect.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, so I'm sorry, Nicodemus. What kind of history roll were you trying to make a second ago?
A super high one.
Super high.
Yeah, I apologize for not making it in the tower. The dog started barking and it just startled me. So, it didn't matter. It was for that bronze device that was in the description.
Well, I think I'm going to try on my own to make the same kind of history check to recognize the bronze device.
Okay, roll that in the tower, please.
I think I'm going to do pretty well on this roll.
Okay. Are you going to use your important die?
Yeah, yes, I'm going to use a 19. Not a 1.
What's your history modifier?
+7.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you know that this that is what is known as the legendary magical compass, known as the Anti-Kythera, which I'll post that here in a second. Supposedly, it has the power to navigate to all the islands in the Cerulean Sea, the Forgotten Sea, and even the legendary Nether Sea. It's uncertain where this item might be found, but it is useless without that ship.
Dudes, I know about this thing. I'm going to put all that information into the journal through Dan.
And I'm
Right.
I'm gonna take a screenshot and post it in Discord, so whoever wants to type it can type it.
Ethereum device. I've heard of it. Long ago.
I think I remember seeing it, but I didn't know what it was.
Wait, was that like the compass from Jack Sparrow?
A little bit more powerful than that, because the compass from Jack Sparrow only shows what your most deepest desire is.
It's all in the note. There we go.
Thank you, Dan.
So Kyra, she say, so the Ultros. That's, It's that was commanded by your buddy Esther Arkelander, right?
Yes.
Did you? Well, since you were already dead when this happened, he was cursed to sail the seas forever as a ghost. So if you really want to, find it, because I'm going to say that's probably pretty important. You might want to talk to King Acastus of Mutros, for he's probably the only one who knows it, because he's one of his descendants.
Corbin will write that down and say, yes, that I cannot leave my old friend stuck out there in the sea.
Well, just be warned, he's pretty bloodthirsty now. He's the one who started the first war, you know that, right?
Do I know that?
You don't.
Sorry, Sidon started the first war?
Esther Archelander. He was responsible for starting the war.
And I will say, I told you, Corbin, it was the Dragonlords that started it all.
Ah, no.
You hear
I
it
don't-
now from the goddess herself.
The people were being attacked long before we got here.
Yes, because they invaded the Centaur's land.
They were stranded here. They didn't have a choice.
And Amichis does not have an answer for that.
Maybe he didn't make a wise choice back then. I don't know. I will have to see when I find him.
Nevertheless, that's all ancient history. Both races are here now, and we need to find a way for this all to end.
That it will be revealed in a further
Plus,
story.
I cannot be on Sidon's bad side forever. He's going to be my father-in-law someday.
You are a brave little man.
You have no idea.
Okay, well, I guess it's time to go see Pythor.
Yes, and it is nighttime too. So.
If you should sleep again, I say let's ignore Pythor and get the hell out of town.
So, Nico, as you're waking up, you feel something kind of sitting on the ground next to you, like kind of pushed into your butt a little bit. If you want to roll on that table.
Potion of greater healing. Where'd that come from?
That's from Nipple Stealing Muskrat in Twitch chat because he says Nico because Dwarven Master Race.
Nice. Thank you.
Do you already have one in your inventory?
Let me see.
You do
What did
not.
he get?
Potion of Greater Healing.
I have a potion of healing, but I do not have a potion of greater healing.
Alright, let me add that right quick.
Corbin will look very impressed at the door. I didn't know you guys could produce that from your backsides. No wonder you're such a hardy race.
Alright, there it is.
Just a side effect from the born.
I guess we can say maybe he found it in the bag of holding.
Yeah. Like digging through, trying to find something.
Billy
Look at that!
pulled it out of a trash can.
Oh,
You
that
brought
works
it up
too.
now.
Whatever works.
There
Billy
we
can
go.
find it too.
Yeah, Billy brought it up to you.
You see? Told you, this creature.
Alright.
So
Oh.
we can go see if Sidon is awake still.
Sidon?
Not Sidon.
Different god that's manifest.
Alright. So,
Woozy from the horn.
you walk back in. And yeah, so you get back in, and the doors to the throne are open, and you can hear some music playing from there.
But as we approach the doors, are there flowers or anything around?
Yes.
Can I grab some?
Sure.
Alright, I grab some flowers.
Okay.
Alright.
So you walk in, you see your buddy Pythor, which, to remind you, this is what he looks like. And you also see Honora, his daughter. Instead of her disguise, she is her normal self. Blonde hair, blue eyes, 5'8", 5'9". Pretty decent looking girl. And Pythor looks up, and you can kind of see him gulp down some of the wine, and it spills down his beard. My friends, you have returned.
Yes.
Amitrius gently gives Arcadia a nudge forwards. Like a friendly manner.
She says, yes, we've recovered the dragon horn that was stolen from the dragon temple.
It was?
Yes.
Oh, well, congratulations on finding the horn. let's have a feast. And he'll clap his hands, and the people will bring out potatoes and wine and food.
Ooh, Billy jumps up on the
She,
table.
she walks over to him and says, "First, we have some important news that Demetria is planning on attacking the city."
Who?
Demetria?
Uh,
She is the Oracle's sister, and she is planning a full force attack against the city.
well, that ain't gonna happen. She ain't gonna be able to get in here. This is the mightiest place on all of Thylia.
She is amassing armies of the fey creatures of the woods and creating more. They're abnormal mutants of humans and goats. They are.
Goats. I like goats. They taste good.
He intends to drain the old wood and use the ancient magic of Thylia itself against you.
Huh. Well, what do you want me to do about it?
Get off your ass! Go to the wood and kick her!
Well, I would see, Mr. What are you, Centaur? I would ask you to do it, but you'd probably just leave my place again without asking permission and denying me my feast.
And Amicius bites his tongue. He's not gonna get in an argument with this guy because he's gonna lose. So he doesn't reply to that.
Wow.
He just takes it.
We may not have been able to have a feast, but I do have some good wine that can make tonight's feast a great party.
Whoa.
Yes. When we were kicking the shit out of these satyrs and getting the horn back, I found these great mushrooms and managed to make this wine for you, my lord.
Oh, yeah.
I tried to offer him my blue mushroom wine.
He will take it, and he will drink it.
Nice.
And Corbin will
I hope
offer
this
up,
pleases you.
Corbin will then offer him up the pony keg and say, and I found this in the woods after a great fight, so I donate it to you.
And he'll take it, and he'll take a couple drinks out of it, and this tastes like shit, and we'll throw it.
I mean, of course.
The
now,
23rd Veil, thank you for that
water.
fellow.
I hope you find the wine pleasant, though.
Oh, flat and hot.
Yeah.
I get double proficiency when talking to gods, so that should get it too.
Okay.
My gift.
Yes, that's very good wine. Would you like some potatoes? And would your what is that? That looks like a chicken. Would your chicken like some potatoes also?
This is Billy, and he's already eating the potatoes.
Nice.
Do they lock eyes for a second and like, have a moment of recognition?
Well, Billy's probably just forcefully eating the potatoes.
I know.
He's like, well, that's a very nice looking chicken.
He is. He's such a good possum. And I just start eating out of the tray that Billy is in.
And I will say, Pythor, we have some work here in town as well. We intend to face the basilisk and prevent your daughter from being sacrificed. Where do we go to get this done?
And he'll kind of look at you soberly for a second, and he'll look at his daughter, and he'll kind of take off his goggles and tuck him into his shirt, and you can see he looks sad. The basilisks come from the north. That's probably where they are. But if you don't want to fight them, we could sacrifice the cows.
Wait, no, this ritual, what exactly is the purpose of it?
He wants my daughter to be sacrificed.
We are going to kill this basilisk. Where does the ritual take place so that we may fight it?
It takes place on the rock right at the city gates. Is where she will be it.
Then we will go there as well, and we will face this basilisk and spill its blood upon the land as the sacrifice Pythor needs.
And
the sacrifice Sidon needs.
and Honora will look at Arcadia and say, "Will you be there too?"
And she says, of course.
Okay, good. I don't trust him. And
Hey.
Oh, go ahead.
Corbin would ask Pythor also, what is the story with these priests of Sidon making sacrifices inside your town? I've already smacked around a couple of them for doing it. But
You did what?
I smacked around. They cannot do that in your city without your permission.
You can't smack around people in my city without my permission either. Who the hell do you think you are? And he's visibly pissed.
I will say, sorry, I did not want them to insult you such. They mentioned, I heard something of a drought. How can we stop the drought without them allowing them to do things like that in your city?
That's what the sacrifice is for.
I will scoot a bit to the side away from Corbin.
You should have seen. No, it was more like they were talking shit about you while sacrificing, and then you should have seen him jump up with his right hook. He went, Hadouken! Knock this guy out for you. It was great.
Doesn't matter. And at this moment, the doors slam open, and Stesanor will kind of scuttle in, and he'll say, "Presenting Baynor, champion of Sidon."
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
And incoming are three centaurs. One of them in the lead. He's looks very powerful, I guess you could say. And following in the rear is a cyclops. And the centaur, who is known as Baynor, will come rushing up to the king and say, "What is this fallacy I hear of people stopping sacrifices in this city?" And Pythor will look over at the party and will say, "I was not aware of this until a few moments ago. I apologize, Mr. Baynor. Please tell your lord that it was not on my behalf." And this centaur kind of looks pissed, and he says, "The sacrifice will go on as planned, or else you know what will happen. If I hear of anything else going on in this town, Sidon will certainly come, and your city will be no more."
And Amicia spits on the ground.
And at that, he will turn and look at you, and he'll look you up and down. What a pathetic drunk. I have heard about you, Demetrius.
Did you like the gift I left you?
What gift?
You'll see in time. The little minions you sent after me, I put their heads on a spike.
I don't know what you're talking about. I sent no minions after you.
Oh. Perhaps I have you mistaken then.
Perhaps.
Excuse me, I apologize for my friend. He's quite drunk. You see, we were just at the temple, boozing it up. Have a nice day.
He will look you up and down too. And he'll see Billy.
Would you like to shake a hose on it? I pull out one of the hoses I took from the other guy. Is this how your people do it?
Are you sure you want to do that?
No.
I will say, I have no love for these humans and their gods. But if you're just starting another war, you're just going to get our people killed again.
You need to learn who you remember who you align yourself with, boy.
I know exactly who I serve.
No, it should be Sidon. He's going to take over this land eventually.
Eh.
And then Amicis does not reply to that.
And one of these other centaurs is staring right at Kamos. And will whisper something to the other centaur, who also starts to stare at Kamos.
They start staring back at them.
And he will kind of like throw himself up to his full height. You better bow your eyes when you're talking to your elders. I know what you are.
I roll my eyes.
I will also stare at Kamos.
I fold my arms. I am not interested in engaging with horses.
Okay.
Almost leave those creatures to their own rivalries. Come try these potatoes.
Oh, what do you got?
Ah, dude, these are really good. Check this out. They got these little sausages that they wrap in bacon.
Can I speak in Sylvan to these centaur?
Sure.
Did they just speak in Sylvan? I
No.
can't understand.
No.
I will say in Sylvan, what's the deal with that human?
And he will reply in Sylvan. Let's see here. That's what he replies. And then
Amicis does not reply to that. He just grins, like he kind of likes that.
Corbin will be staring at the Cyclops, doing like a stare down competition with him.
And the Cyclops will look at you, and he will speak.
And you would also notice that Arcadia kind of unconsciously grips her hand around her crossbow when she sees the Cyclops, because she didn't realize that any of them still existed.
Are you eating potatoes with me, Kamos, though? Or are you off?
Kamos.
Yeah, Corbin doesn't understand what he said, so I will just look at him and kind of nod.
Oh shit. Oh, hang on a second. S-Y-L-E-A-N.
Arcadia walks over to Corbin and she whispers to you, "Why are you looking at him like that?"
Thought they were all dead.
Oh yeah, I can read that.
I said that's what I thought so too.
You can read that now?
Yes.
Oh. Huh. But Kamos can't.
You're giving the game away.
The language just above the test, I could not read that, but the last message I can read.
Well, the last language wasn't in Sylvan.
I assume the last one was in Giant. Sorry, Arcadia, what did you say?
I was asking you, why were you looking at him like that? And you had said,
Yes, I thought they were all dead.
and she says, I thought they were all dead as well.
It's a pity that there appeared to be some left.
You say that?
I say it just to Arcadia, kind of under my breath.
Okay.
And I said, let's not antagonize him, so let's not look at him.
Yeah, I don't know if we're ready for these guys yet. Plus, Pythor seems to want to appease them for some reason. I just don't understand why.
Even he's backing down to them.
I'll say, if your business is done here, perhaps we'll see each other again.
Oh, we will. Don't worry about that. But it appears my friend Tiny here has a little problem with the gnome.
What is his problem?
Just wondering why you're looking at him like that.
Because he's ugly as fuck.
And the Tiny Cyclops does not like that, and he will grip his he will like grab his club and like his tightness grip around it.
And Amitrius just grins at him, and he'll say, "Now is not the time and place, Tiny, but I can respect a warrior like you, even if you're ugly." Maybe we'll see each other on the field of battle soon enough.
And Tiny will say that, and the centaurs will all start laughing and looking at Amitrius.
Corbin will nod at the Cyclops and say, "I will see you again." He will emphasize the word "I."
Wow. And Pythor, alright, so Pythor seeing this, he'll take slam his hand down onto his table, breaking it, and say, "Get out if you're done here, please." And they will start to leave. And as they start to leave, Baynor will kick Billy. And then they leave.
Oh God.
Just glare at him as he leaves.
Arcadia
Want
walks
me to
over to
kill
Billy.
him? I turn to Pythor. Can I kill him?
You want to kill the mouse? I guess if you really insist
Or
on it.
that guy.
No,
I'm going to kill him.
not in my city or not.
Okay, outside your city? Got it.
Corbin will ask Pythor, "What is going on here? How are you letting them push you around like this? This is not how it was in the olden days."
Because he has an open peace with them.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean they can push you around.
Pythor has a whole city to look out for.
What are they holding over you?
There's a drought going on here, and
How can we stop the drought without them?
by appeasing Sidon and sacrificing my dear Honoria here.
But you said also we don't have to do that if we defeat the.
If you are able to come up with another solution, absolutely.
Who else can
I
you
would
find?
rather die than sacrifice my family.
Oh,
Surely there must be some way to fight against Sidon. You did it in the olden days.
Not yet. That is what you are for, and he'll kind of wink. But don't tell me the plan, because if I know it, then I have to not allow it to go through.
hey, those are cool
Maybe you were
glasses.
too drunk to hear, and I'll hand him some beer.
Those are cool glasses. Where can I get some?
These are my goggles. They were specially made for me in the fires of Hades.
That's nice. Do you have like someone like close by that can make me a cool pair?
No,
Oh,
they're mine alone.
interesting.
How many
Okay.
days until the sacrifice?
Let's see. Today is day 9.
Like,
It's the end of day 9,
2,
right?
3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's the end
the
of day 9.
16th.
Correct, the 16th.
So do you think we should check into this attack coming from on the druids?
Oh, I mean, you're saying something about a Demetria who I've never heard of before, so I don't know.
I think maybe we should look into it, but I'm worried that we must get back in time just to stop the sacrifice.
Let's see which of our tasks is the closest, and we can do that one.
And the Acropolis is closing.
Yeah, I think we should wait a little bit with that one.
I will ask Pythor. I said, we see a man in town that is foolish and stole from the graves of the heroes. Is there a way to break that curse?
No.
No, not even if he returns it.
Well, if he returns it, if he willingly returns it, maybe. But I don't know why he would do something foolish like that.
Well, you know the curse. I mean, he doesn't not like he has much of a choice. Either that.
I will say he's a thief, so he should die.
You know, I'm with the horse on this one. Oh, sorry. You look at Honora angrily. Sorry, I have to be correct with the species. I apologize, the centaur.
It's not that big of an insult to us. A young centaur is called a colt, and an adult centaur is called a stallion.
What's an old centaur called?
Also, centaurs don't get old.
So,
For all I know, old horses are called blue.
or
Yeah,
they
but,
could be called horse.
Yeah, centaurs don't get old. They all die before.
Did we tell him about the children?
I don't know if we want to. They weren't.
We have to
very
go to
nice.
the vineyard for that.
Okay. So, Pythor, this was awesome. Thank you for the potatoes.
Who?
Booze.
No, who? What did you call me?
Pythor,
Okay.
my friend, my buddy. But we gotta go collect some skulls and do some metal shit. Do you need anything while we're out?
Nope, I'm good. Potatoes, if you find some.
Got it.
Maybe some
Hey.
ham.
Did you like that booze?
Oh yeah, I can't feel my hands.
All right. Great. We're gonna
I
go.
will, as we leave, I will walk over to Honora and I will say, "It is good seeing you again." And what was the fake name she gave us again?
Let me find it.
Casey.
Yeah, Casey.
It's good seeing you again. And then he says, "Casey."
And she will look you up and down and smile.
And Amishius will give her a smile as well, and then leave with the rest.
And Stesanor, who was sitting next to Honora, will say, "What is that about? Have you met them before?" And she'll just grin. Oh, that's rough. Alright, so are we leaving or do we want to keep talking or what do we want to do?
Can we go check out the vineyard guy?
Yeah, what time is it? How late is it?
It's about 10 o'clock at night now.
Oh, well, we'll finish up eating and then do that in the morning.
Sounds good.
Let's just knock on his door, guys. The night is young. I've slept all day. I'm not tired.
I'll wake everybody up.
The vineyard's
Let's cause some
outside the
havoc.
city.
Let's go into town.
Sure, right. If it turns out that the vineyard's closed, we can just come back.
Yeah.
We could just knock on the door.
Yeah.
We did save their kids.
What kind of town is this? Is there a good nightlife in Pythor's town?
You aren't sure. 'Cause
There
you haven't really spent too many nights here.
Yes, we can go see. There's always that bar we were at.
Okay.
You sure you're up to it, Demetrius?
I'm
Yeah.
not going to the bar, but I'll go to the vineyard and maybe see if there's
Say hi.
maybe there's some
You say hi?
wrestling going on or stuff
Say
like
hi?
that.
I don't think we should go to the vineyard tonight.
Hi.
It's too late.
Late.
Say hi.
Farmers go to bed early.
Yeah, but like, rich people drinking wine stay up all night.
They can make an exception for us.
We are special.
That's true.
Actually, is there any like
Yes,
there was
there
a
is,
guy
Mousetrap.
in town who like makes stuff, right?
There are vendors, yeah.
There's also Vulcan, the smith.
And Vulcan, yeah.
Yeah, that guy, the smith. He's supposed to be cool for something, right?
Yeah. We have a quest from him.
All right,
I
can
think.
we swing by his place?
Did See if it's open. Might be closed.
Nice. Let's go see if it's open.
What do you want to do there?
Well, I want to talk to Vulcan also about the Ophelia, the book.
Yeah, see, Kamos really needs to speak to him, so it's important that we talk to him.
And you see that Amitrius is giving Steve a strange look, and he's like, I don't trust this guy. Well, what do you really want there, Steve?
They have.
He'd be happy. Let's go.
No, you have some kind of plan. You're up to something.
I just shrugged that I really don't know what to say anymore.
Okay, well, I guess I'll go there, but...
Please stop me from walking out the door at this point in time?
No, Amitrius
Okay,
doesn't.
I walk
listen
out the
at all.
door.
All right. Are we all staying together, or are we all doing like separate things?
We can all... Amitrius would join them towards Vulcan's Hall.
I'll go to Vulcan for now.
Yeah, I'm joining for now.
And Shammy, I'm assuming, and also Nico, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
All right.
Yamian? Send you all.
All right. So you go down to Vulcan's Hall, and you hear some pinging going on, like some work's going on in the shop.
Okay. What's the deal? Is there like a doorbell? We walk in and say, hey, hail, great Vulcan.
Amitrius will instantly show him how it's done and just walk in.
I got this. As we walk up there, he starts saying this, and I just start yelling, Hey, are you open?
Amitrius just walks in if that's allowed.
The door's open.
Yeah, Amitrius just walks in.
See?
Gets away from Steve.
Works every time. Praise the gods, and we walk inside.
And so the old dwarf turns and looks. And what can I do for you at such a late hour?
Oh, great Vulcan. I have concerns about this book we found.
Okay, what book?
It pulls out the book that, a voice speaks to me from this book. She says her name is Ophelia. I think she is a woman turned into this book filled with a dark ritual.
And he'll kind of look at the book gingerly and, why are you bringing this to me? And he will not go anywhere near like touching it.
I'm seeking your wisdom because I want to be able to free her or at least make sure this ritual doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
I think Kyra would know more about that, or another god of magic.
Seek out, maybe if you go, you might be able to ask Damon very nicely if you don't piss him off. He's down at the necropolis.
Oh, good. That's somebody we haven't pissed off yet. That would be good. Damon. Okay, got it.
By the way, since this Ophelia quest is yours, I'm not noting that's all down, by the way.
How do you spell that? Is that spelled like demon?
Damon, I believe.
Daemon.
Oh, Daemon. Oh.
I will ask him what is the average price for a full suit of plate armor.
Now it depends on if you just want standard plate or if you want special.
Just standard plate for now.
Standard plate. I have to modify it for. Who's it for?
I can't afford it right now. I just want to know how much I need to gather.
Is this for you?
Yes.
Oh shoot. Give me a second here. Let me do some calculations. Heavy or medium?
Heavy plate armor, the heaviest you got.
Oh, of course, the heaviest for the big boy. And he's like, give me a second as he starts doing some calculations. Oh, for a full set, for you, probably 2,000.
All right, I'll get to work on getting that gold then. Thank you.
Well, if you tell you what though, if you can get my forge restarted, then we can make some good stuff for cheaper.
Ooh.
Yes,
Go on.
that is the plan. The forge in the mithril mines.
Yes,
Ooh, is that where we have to go kill people, get the skulls from?
Yes.
it is. Almost as if all this is starting to tie in together.
Okay, I have a great idea. What if we go there and get that fire restarted for you? What would you cut us the deal on that plate armor?
Make you some good stuff for cheaper.
I will
Provided-
ask him to point
Provided,
out the mines on the map.
provided you have the materials, of course.
I'll ask him to point out the location on the map of the mithril mines.
Alright, let me find it. So I don't freaking know where it is. Mithril mines. Hopefully there's a map. Oops. Myth. Roll. No, myth. Alright, looking for it right now.
There is a huge mountain next to Estoria.
Mithril.
Yeah, it might be in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, but I just want to double check. Alright, do. Where is it? Pound watch over the ruined forge, however, decade. Traveling to the forge. There we go. We're southward from the Mithril Mountains and Cascades. The Great Falls are Kylan. Oh. Yeah, it's like over in this area.
Oh, so it's pretty far away, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if you yeah, it's probably about 2-day journey, 3-day journey.
All right. I will put that in the quest. It's about a 2-day journey towards the Great Falls of Arklan. All right.
Yeah, see if the greater map house says Mithril Mountains.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Ah,
Oh,
sweet.
Now you can see how big this place is.
Jesus.
oh yeah. Yeah, it's huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Noted. Thank you.
Yeah, you can
Very
you
big.
can always save this too.
I'll save
Wow.
that map.
Yeah.
It's big.
Isn't this
Can
map
you-
in the player's guide?
Can you
Yes.
share with me a Astoria map again, please?
The city?
Yeah, please. The city.
I just noticed that you're using 2 different versions of the Astoria map.
Am I?
The one that I
Probably.
saved the token on it. And the,
Oh yeah,
One of
because I
them
was using different.
Has, it has listed of what it is.
yeah.
I have a simple request for him. You guys, they do welding and smithing and stuff here, right?
Yes.
Hey, you know those really cool glasses Pythor have? Like, I know, like, they're forged in the 7 Hells by Beelzebub, but, like, could you make me, like, a pair?
And rudely, Amitris pipes and said, "I knew it, Steve. I knew you had a leg."
We all did. I just feel bad that I couldn't guess ahead.
My eyes, like, flash green and I smile. Like, what are you talking about?
You mean to make you want a great forger make you sunglasses?
I mean,
You're
you
just
are
gonna piss Pythor
so-
off, man.
You are just so cool and awesome, and, like, it would be, like, really, really nice to, like, be like, hey, well, you know, my glasses were forged here by You?
Well, do you want to know a secret?
Yes. I love secrets. And you're safe with me because I'm likely to forget it. Isn't that right, Bill?
They sell knockoffs at the Agora.
No, but could you make me one?
If you have the materials and the coin, I can probably make almost anything.
How much is that?
A lot.
What, just for like welding classes?
Just to go down into the mines and the pits of hell and get materials?
No, not that. Like, just some like welder glasses and like, this metal right here, and I kick something over.
You may make you a pair of glasses out of acrylic material.
Can't you, Mr. Great Smith?
Sure, but they're not gonna look like Pythors.
Just as long as they look cool.
Sure.
Which is this, like 10 gold?
How about 15 and give me a day and a half?
Okay. Also, I need them to be like tinted and wrap around my side. Oh, thank you. Here you go. 15.
So, how about 20 gold then if you want extra things?
Nice. Okay.
Alright, so subtract that gold and return to him in a day and a half. Steve. And he looks over at Nicodemus. Dwarf, you're awfully quiet.
Just thinking of the silly glasses he wants. It makes me laugh inside.
I agree. He wants to look like my son. I mean, he's a handsome fella, my son is, but I don't think those glasses will really do much for your friend here.
Oh, not quite.
Alright. Really quick, let's do this. Oops. Where'd it go? Hang on. And so he'll look at you guys and say, well, if you have nothing else, I need to retire for the evening.
I'll bow my head in respect and retreat from the forge.
Same here.
Alright. Now, what do you guys want to do now? As it's kind of late. Other than like the Dragon's Tooth, there's not much going on in the city.
I
So
guess
it's too
we can
late to go
sleep
to
and then go to the vineyard.
Okay,
Everyone's on board with that.
sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alright. And yes, you do see, like as you're walking around now, you're starting to see advertisements not only for the wine festival that is coming on Monday, which today is Saturday, but also for the 10th Great Games, which is going to happen at Mirchos in 2 months' time.
Wait, their festival starts on a Monday and not the weekend?
It runs all week.
Yeah, but it's like it's backwards.
And Amitri stops to stare at the poster, and he sees the drawings, and he's like, what does this say? And he points at it, unable to read. But he sees like a drawing of someone throwing a spear and a little coliseum, or how they make those things up, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's essentially like the Coliseum games. That's basically what these things are.
And,
Or like,
you
even
ask
like the
him,
Olympics.
What does this one read, Kamos?
I translate it for him, or read it for him.
Yes, the games. And he gets like a dreamy look. He's like, yeah, that's 2 months from now. Maybe we should, if we're there, have a go at it.
Yeah,
I'll
let's
put
see
my
if
money
we can
on
figure it
you.
out.
I'll definitely put my money on you. By then you should be trained up so well.
Thank
You'll
you, dwarf.
put everybody to shame in the fields.
Oh, that's the dream.
Come,
That's,
come
pretty
with,
strong
the
contenders.
come so I want to message you something else. What you see on that flyer?
You have. Still closing everything I got open to try and. Did you say you texted me something?
Yeah, I just sent it to you.
Oh, okay.
Because you were reading that flyer for him.
By the way, there is this one champion that they're featuring. I think by the name of Heracles. Heracles. Yeah. Have you ever heard of such a person?
Would I have GM?
Yes.
As like a legendary strongman?
Yes.
I'll say, oh, by the gods, him. He's truly legendary. As far as I know, he's beaten me in every contest of strength.
This isn't a typo. You didn't mean to say Hercules, right?
No, it's Heracles.
Heracles. Okay, good. Oh, and another thing worth pointing out: the prize is 25,000 gold pieces.
Yes, I remember that. That was told that on the roads.
It's hard to forget that part.
Yes, indeed. It'll be on my mind.
All right. Are you?
Wasn't Heracles Corbin's friend? Sorry.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, Heracles is after Corbin. All right. Is there anything else in the city? Are we going back to bed, or what are we doing?
I think we're going back to bed so we can get to the vineyard first thing in the morning.
Yes.
King's Palace, yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. So we bed down. Let me give you guys a long rest. Oops, there we go. And then we need to do this button. As you have finally leveled up to level 3.
Yay!
Alright!
Finally!
Never thought I'd see the day.
Yay! So go ahead and do that, and then we will call it.
Okay. So, how many days do we have until we get to the? We have to go save her from being killed by the basilisk.
You have 6 days now. Today is the day of today. Well, you get when you come back to next week. It'll be the start of the 10th, and the sacrifice is on the 16th.
How many days travel is it?
It's right here in the city, I think.
Yeah, the sacrifice. If you still have the map open, it is right there.
You can see still blood stains on it.
Indeed.
Seriously, look at it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So the ritual is she has to be murdered.
No. Sidon just demands a sacrifice. He is demanding, right now he is demanding her, but there could be other ways around that.
Yeah, I think I heard Pythor say that he instead of her, he could sacrifice cows there instead.
Yeah, that is his plan.
That's his plan.
We know that ain't gonna work.
Well,
about this
we
plan.
could put the cows there, and then when the basilisk come, we could just slaughter the basilisk.
Remember that one kid that nobody liked?
It's terrible.
Dude.
Oh, you get it.
Let's
Why do I have to be out here?
Yeah, instead of sacrificing the princess, let's sacrifice a random kid.
Yes, he's an orphan.
Right.
Like
Gotta be
To
somebody
find a
valuable.
orphan. Jesus.
Oh, Steve.
I mean, unless you're saying not even Sidon wants help, which I think is kind of fucked up.
Ooh,
Alright.
I get armorer. Look at this.
Yeah, so if you guys want to go ahead and level up now, so we won't have to do that next week.
Yeah, what's the best way to do it? Where you just pull the dot away and drop it back onto your level, or what?
Yeah, if you're just doing wizards, go to the wizard tab, drag it, and then drop it over to wizard 2, and it'll change it to wizard 3.
That's the beauty of a barbarian.
Yep.
Yay!
Got my reckless attack. Yay.
Yay!
As if Corbin wasn't reckless enough already.
Wait,
No
wait,
shit.
you're a barbarian?
I am.
No,
And a
no, not
fighter.
you. You're a rogue.
A rogue barbarian.
Who did you think was a rogue?
Arcadia.
She's an Amazon.
She's an Amazon.
Yeah, I thought that was like a rogue ranger was what she was doing.
Yeah.
You're a barbarian? Oh my
What
god.
the
Amazons? The
That's
Amazons
why
are
you were always
barbarians.
yelling at things and throwing stuff at me.
It all makes sense.
I
The
think
light
her
bulb
out
clicks.
of character build is ranger rogue, but Amazons are barbarians in this universe.
Yes.
Oh, they are.
Yes.
That's cool. I thought they were like rangers.
I mean, that's their fighting style. But they're considered like barbarians, I believe.
They're like savages.
Okay, so you're doing a barbarian rogue. That's cool. Wait, no, that's so cool.
And they get rage as well.
Oh, but I just realized she didn't fight any goats today.
I know. No goat man.
And Kamos, right quick, you asked if I meant to say Heracles instead of Hercules. Out of character, obviously, but Heracles is the Greek equivalent to Hercules. Hercules is the Roman equivalent.
He's
Got
the
it, thanks.
non-copyrighted version.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes.
And Corbin's friend was the Hulk of Hoganville.
Yeah. Do you know who the Miz is by chance?
Did my health go up?
Yes. Should have.
Yeah, should have. Everything should have gone up.
Okay, I did that, girl.
Yeah, now you have 25. Corbin's not squishy no more either. He has 9 more.
Still squishing.
Still squishy. Kamos, could you do your port and dies? Just so I can remember that for next time.
Too bad we wasted a 1.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm like, what could I have used the 1 on?
a lot.
Mediocre.
Yeah, it's not good.
Let's see. Alright, if you guys are good and leveled, then we are done.
Alright. Is it
Yeah.
Sunday yet?
Well, I haven't put all my stuff there yet.
Oh no, you're good. I'm still going to keep the table up. But I'm gonna...
Okay, so
Awesome.
Steve.
we were told that by the Basilisk they can like about their ability to paralyze people, right?
Yes.
Would the glasses help me with that?
No.
Why not?
Because no.
You can't. Well, there may be glasses to help you with that, but we can't afford them.
Yeah, right, exactly. Like you asked him to make him a pair of glasses. He's gonna like give you glasses, but they're not gonna be like special type like that.
Oh.
Otherwise, then
Like
everyone.
20 gold?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, because it specifically says, reading, if a creature starts its turn within a certain amount, and the two of them can see each other, you can see him, he can see you. It's not the eyes. Like, that might help with the Medusa, maybe, but not a basilisk.
One of like reflective shades.
Yeah. But we're gonna cut stream. So thanks, guys, for hanging out. We'll be back here playing this at next Sunday at 8:30 a.m. Tomorrow night we're playing some Deadlands Session 2 at 7:30, which is pretty fun because those guys are they're all Steve essentially.
Oh, jeez.
The party of Steve.
Yeah.
The whole party. Wow.
Except for one guy, yeah, but for the most part, they're all pretty much Steve.
Classic.
I want to join that group, so I can be like ZZ Top. Everybody's Steve except the guy who actually is Steve.
Yeah. But, yeah, that was fun. So thanks, guys, for hanging out.
Thanks.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was fun. Thanks,
Yeah, thank you.
Giorgio.
Good game.
Yeah. And we will see you guys next week. Goodbye. Oh, wait. Before I forget, actually, I forgot to do my YouTube. So if you guys missed anything or want to watch past episodes, there's my YouTube channel. You can subscribe to it. It's totally free. This episode will be up later tonight or sometime tomorrow. And thank you for the follows. And I think I got a sub. And we will catch you tomorrow night. Thank you.